What's up, Falcon fans? Can the Atlanta Falcons win another primetime game, this time at Allegiant Stadium against the Las Vegas Raiders, Desmond Ritter's new team? If you guys like this type of content, hit that like button. If you guys hate this type of content, hit that dislike button or the boy's feelings. Well, maybe just a little bit, but if you want to do a huge favor for your boy, by hitting that subscribe button will help the empire grow. So on that note, let's just dive into the video and let's get started with the Atlanta Falcons situation. So when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons situation, when it comes to the quarterback, Kirk Cousins, I know a lot of people want to bench him right now and let Michael Penix Jr. to take full place in charge. But I do agree with Raheem Morris, our brand new head coach, in saying that whenever it's time for Penix to be ready, it will be time. But clearly it's not right now. That's quoted by him in some type of fashion. And I kind of do agree. Let's give Kirk Cousins a whole year to really see what he can do. And then next year, if he fumbles the bag again, then I will agree. But this time, he needs to get that one full year to really understand this team, and that's all I have to say about that situation. But besides that, when it comes to the passing yards, the Atlanta Falcons rank number 3rd when it comes to total passing yards in the NFL with 3,434 total passing yards. When it comes to passing touchdowns in the air, we rank number 15 now with still 17, because we all know Kirk Cousins hasn't thrown a single touchdown in 4 games so far. That's not really great, and he threw at least 8 interceptions in that time span. That's not really accomplishment enough. But when it comes to the running attack, we rank number 12 with 1,557 total rushing yards. And when it comes to rushing touchdowns, we rank number 17 with just 11. Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier are both dynamic duo running backs that usually average 4 to 5 yards per carry. Fantastic job in that department. Bijan has already surpassed 1,000 scrimmage yards, and Tyler Algier is pretty close, kind of doing the same thing, but not really, but close enough for a second string running back in a sense, even though he clearly is first string if he was on another team. But besides that, when it comes to the receiving end, Darnell Mooney and Drake London both are going to eclipse 1,000 yards receiving at some point sooner before the season ends. Ray McCloud is definitely a slot guy that I don't think anyone expected him to do anything fantastic, especially me, but he's doing a great job. Kyle Pitts, I wish he could do a little bit better, but then again, we're not really targeting him as much as we need to be, and that's on us, not on him. And so when it comes to this Atlanta Falcons defense, it's a little bit more complicated than I would like it. When it comes to giving up passing yards in the air, we rank number 13 with 3,089 total passing yards. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not great either. But when it comes to giving up touchdowns in the air, unfortunately, we rank 2nd with giving up 26. That's not good. And the surprising thing is that, we've been swept in the sense when it comes to giving up passing touchdowns in the air with against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers twice. We've given up 8. And then when it comes to Seattle, it was like 3. And then when it comes to Denver and the Vikings, it was 5. And besides the other games, it was less than 2. So, or sometimes 0. And, the Steelers and the Chargers, we didn't allow any single touchdowns. And, it's up and down. It's like Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And unfortunately, giving up those 5 touchdowns really sucks. It really does. And when it comes to stopping the run, we rank number 17. By the way, that's a lot better compared to the first couple of weeks since week 2 versus the Philadelphia Eagles, where they roughly rounded up 180 yards, through since week 9 against the Dallas Cowboys, where they had their best running attack ever this season. But besides that, we really calmed down and make sure we checked everybody in line with only giving up 1,570 total rushing yards. So, hey, it's better than being in the top 10 in that department. So when it comes to rushing touchdowns allowed, we rank number 30 with only giving up 7. Great job. And when it comes to getting after the quarterback, we are still dead last with only 19. But in the past couple of games, we've been getting after the quarterback more than 3 sacks compared to last time where we barely got 1. So that's consistency I like. Progress. I gotta feel happy at some point, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Las Vegas Raiders, with all honesty, I feel really bad for this organization because they have to go face against the Kansas City Chiefs twice. They have to go face against the Los Angeles Chargers twice. They have to go face the Denver Broncos twice. Against the AFC West Division, oh my God, they're screwed. You know what I'm saying? Without having a legit quarterback for their franchise. No, they have Gardner Minshew, that is a really good quarterback. Unfortunately, he's out with, for the whole entire season. And then they have a second year O'Connell. He's out too. So now Desmond Ridder is at the helm. And their best weapon, Devontae Adams, wanted out, and so they traded him to the New York Jets. So when it comes to total passing yards, they rank number 14 with 3,185. And when it comes to passing touchdowns in the air, they rank number 26 with only just 14. But I will say this, anybody that is a Falcon fan are obviously most likely going to be Georgia fans. And Brock Bowers is a beast, the tight end position, where he has 933 total receiving yards so far. He could clearly eclipse 1,000 receiving yards easily with only 4 touchdowns, but he has just been a baller. He is our main focal point for this offense, and we cannot let this man destroy us. And he probably will destroy us, because I assume that he's just gonna bulldoze us. And everyone knows from Georgia that, because I'm a Georgia Tech fan, and this guy was in the middle, and no one seemed to care to even bother covering him for some reason. I don't know why. It's just magic in the air or something like that. And so when it comes to their rushing attack, they rank number 32. That's dead last with 1,028 total rushing yards. And when it comes to rushing touchdowns, they rank number 27 with just 8. They don't have any star power names, and their rushing leader is Alexander Madison with 320. So there you go. So when it comes to the defense side of the ball, there are some similarities between our defense and their defense. When it comes to giving up passing yards in the air, they rank number 14 with 3,066 total passing yards giving up. When it comes to giving up touchdowns in the air, they rank number 24 with 24. They have 7 interceptions, so kind of like us in a sense too. And when it comes to stopping the run, they rank number 15 with 1,529. When it comes to rushing touchdowns allowed, they rank number 20 with only just 12. And when it comes to getting after the quarterback, they have 21, and that ranks them number 29. Of course, Max Crosby is their best pass rusher. He has 7.5 sacks already off the rip. And he's a game changer, because most definitely he helped them beat the Baltimore Ravens in week 2, where he had 6 total tackles, 2 sacks, then a pass deflection. And I can guarantee you, if he wasn't playing, Baltimore would have won that game comfortably, because the final score was 26-23. And so that's definitely the Raiders' best game, obviously, because they only won 2 games. So that means we have to make sure we double team him at all costs if we want to get a safer, easy way victory on Monday night primetime game. So what is the final verdict? I have the Atlanta Falcons beating the Las Vegas Raiders 30-17. Now, both of these two teams are on a losing streak pretty badly. I mean, I think the Raiders a little bit more, but I do feel like the Atlanta Falcons have way more firepower, even though we are traveling to their dome. But I think Desmond Ridder is probably going to do pretty well, but not well enough against this team. So if you guys lasted this long to the very end of the video, thank you so much for taking your own personal time and day to watch these Falcon content videos. Here's more on the screen if you guys are interested in it. So what do Falcons do? Rise up. Until the next episode, show love and peace to the world, and peace.